Police brutality is the abuse of authority by the unwarranted infliction of excessive force by members of the law enforcement. The US is the leading country of police brutality incidents, where on average a police officer takes the life of a citizen every 7 hours. 1 in 4 people who are killed by law enforcement officials in the United States are unarmed, and 84% of police officers have stated in a recent survey that they have directly witnessed a fellow officer using more force than was necessary. The following 5 incidents have resulted in the murder of innocent civilians. Number 1. Daniel Shaver. The recently emerged footage of Daniel Shaver's murder shows police officer Philip Mitchell Brailsford instructing him to follow his orders carefully or risk getting shot. In the video, Shaver complies while begging for his life. After a series of complicated and unclear commands, the victim appears to be pulling up his basketball shorts while crawling towards the police officer. This is when Daniel Shaver was fatally shot. Reports show that there was no gun found on his body, and the only weapons found in his hotel room were 2 pellet rifles related to his pest control job. Officer Philip Mitchell Brailsford was acquitted on a murder charge in Daniel Shaver's death. Number 2. Luis Rodriguez. 47-year-old Luis Rodriguez was killed by police officers in Moore, Oklahoma in front of a movie theater. The man was following his daughter, trying to resolve a family argument between her and her mother. The footage shows the involvement of 5 nearby police officers who requested to see his ID, but the man tries to explain that it is only a family issue and the police has no business getting involved. Shortly after, he gets tackled down to the ground, pepper sprayed and beaten to death. The Cleveland County District Attorney has cleared the officers involved in the death of Luis Rodriguez. Number 3. LaQuan McDonald. In 2014, Jason Van Dyke shot and killed 17-year-old LaQuan McDonald. The shooting happened in under 2 minutes, giving the teenager no time to defend himself. He was shot 16 times because he was carrying a knife and was under the influence of narcotics, displaying erratic behavior. The footage shows no attempt to charge the police officer or attack anyone. Before the dashcam video was released, Van Dyke told a different story to what actually happened that night. A year later, after the video was made public, the officer was charged with first-degree murder, but the case is still going, and if he is convicted, he faces a prison sentence of 20 years to life. Number 4. Terrence Crusher. Police officer Betty Jo Shelby shot and killed Terrence Crusher in September 2016. The unarmed man was standing near his vehicle with his hands in the air when he was shot and fell to the ground. Shelby justifies her action by saying she feared for her life as the suspect was moving unpredictably and failed to listen to her commands. The police officer's lawyers argued that Crusher reached into the driver's side window and may have been reaching for a weapon. In May 2017, a jury found Betty Jo Shelby not guilty of first-degree manslaughter, and she returned back to work. Number 5. Zachary Hammond. 19-year-old Zachary Hammond was on a date when he was shot and killed in his car by Lieutenant Mark Tiller, who has had no previous disciplinary issues. In his statement, Tiller said that the young man was accelerating towards him with the intent to run him over. Hammond's autopsy, however, contradicts this statement, finding that he was shot in his collarbone, which indicates that the officer was to the side when he fired the shot and not in front of the stationary vehicle. Federal authorities are still investigating the shooting, and Hammond's family agreed to a $2.1 million settlement with the city of Seneca. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to get smart. Thanks for watching.